Legal Minute time. Let's do it. Martin Harding and Mazzotti at 1-800-LAW-1010. We've got Ben in for Paul this week. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Of course, all our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Houston and everyone affected by the hurricane that's happened. And
Hurricane Harvey, yeah.
And the things that continue to happen as a result of that is the cleanup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And insurance companies.
Certainly the insurance companies are going to play a major role in the rebuilding of all the damaged properties in Texas, and a very unfortunate situation. We've seen this time and time again with these catastrophic flooding events. Your homeowner's insurance policy generally will cover flooding if you've purchased a flood rider. Most homeowners insurance policies, when you go to your insurance company, they don't include those that flood protection. So most of the time people have to purchase additional protection specifically for floods. Most of the time, however, if people are already located in a flood zone, a place that's been flooded before, or has the capacity to be flooded because of natural bodies of water or streams or whatever, usually if you have a mortgage on that property, the underwriter for the mortgage requires you to carry flood protection.
I live in a castle on the hill in Williston, and they say I don't need flood insurance, but Mary lives in the lowlands.
Sure.
Would insurance force her to get flood insurance, or do you have flood insurance, Mary?
I don't know if we have flood insurance. That's why we're having this conversation. And then versus being in a low-lying area, like you said, or your plumbing bursts.
So your plumbing bursting is a different type of flooding.
Okay.
That's water damage inside your home because of your washing machine, like the hose breaking or something like that. That's considered water damage, and typically that is covered by your standard homeowner's policy.
Great question.
In the event that you live in a valley area that is subject to watershed, then if you have a mortgage on your property, the bank is going to require you to cover your home with a flood insurance policy. Now, Mike, if you live up on a hill, you may want to purchase flood insurance as well because, number one, it's going to be cheap for you because you're not going to be experiencing natural water events. But water can cause erosion. It can cause mudslides, mud flows, and you may want protection for that reason.
Oh.
It's going to be a cheap policy, and it does typically cover those things that are not what we would think of as flooding events. But again, erosion, mudslides, abnormal water patterns, those things are covered by that policy. So it would be cheap for you to purchase, and it may cover you on some, real unusual event.
Now, this being a 500-year event, they're calling it, a lot of people down there may not have had flood insurance. Does that mean they're screwed?
Yes. They're going to have to rely on the government to kind of bail them out, so to speak, if they get any relief at all.
Wow.
So is that why when we're donating to the Red Cross and all these donations, that will also help that, do you think?
Red Cross generally deals with immediate needs, temporary housing, food, water, clothing, blankets, those types of things. They don't generally get involved in rebuilding specific homes for people, but there are going to be, I imagine, a lot of government-sponsored programs that will allow people to rebuild their homes with subsidies, grants, direct donations, those types of things. So there will be a community, I imagine, that will kind of rally around the residents in the communities that were affected to help them rebuild their community.
And find the charities directly that can help with the rebuild as well.
This is great information.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for that, Ben. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got the Ben Man in for Paul this week. Martin Harding and Mazzotti at 1-800-LAW-1010.